Berthold Burkhardtsmaier from Surrountec Speakers, and we'll be talking about the new Surrountec speaker systems. Thank you, Berthold. Can you tell me something about the speaker you're displaying here today?
The ones we have here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what we have here is our reference system called Monologue. This is the name of the speaker. And what is special on the speaker? Well, there are actually three main issues. One is the speakers, the components of the speakers are all time aligned. So all speakers are starting at the same time-wise, same position. The system is phase coherent. So there's no crossover inside which is changing the phase. So the phase is always stable, and it's extremely fast by using ceramic drivers.
Right, okay. So who makes the drivers for the speaker?
The drivers are made from a German company called Akkutone.
So they're ceramic-based drivers?
Ceramic-based drivers, yes.
Right, okay. Now, I see there's two enclosures. Is that the two enclosures locked to each other?
They are locked to each other, but they are decoupled.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right.
So the base section is decoupled from the
From the top section.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the tweeter is a diamond tweeter, is it?
Of course.
Yes.
For hi-fi, people enjoy to have a diamond tweeter. There are two versions we are actually building. One is with the ceramic tweeter, and the other one is with a diamond tweeter. And the diamond tweeter is going up to 60 kilohertz, which is really giving a lot of air, and of course a good image.
Sure. And now this speaker you're showing here today, where does that fit into the range?
Into our range, this is what we call the reference range we are producing today. So this is the top level we are producing.
Right. And how many levels are there?
There are two more levels.
Right.
This, as I said, the reference level.
Yeah.
The next one is just 20 centimeters smaller, also smaller in price. It goes down to this size, maybe 1.2 meters high.
Sure. Okay.
But it's always a two-cabinet based system, subwoofer and
always okay. Sure.
Always the same.
What's the enclosure matter? What's the material that you use on the enclosure in this reference series?
We always use MDF, 30 millimeters MDF for the enclosure,
right.
And for the front panel we call isoplate, the front panel. Mm-hmm. This is a 90 millimeter MDF material.
Okay. And you use the same level of thickness with all the ranges, or only on the reference series?
All the ranges the same.
All
the ranges the same.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the company, how long it's been going for, and so on, and what your background is?
Okay. I started the company five years ago. My background is I studied electroacoustic a long time ago at the Technical University in Munich with Professor Zwicker. He's a very famous man in the acoustic. I worked for JBL, for Schuh Brothers. I sold one of my other companies, and when I went older, I thought, well, what can I do now? And I thought, well, let's go back to my roots. And my roots are actually loudspeakers. I'm a loudspeaker man since I was born. Yeah. And then I started the company, and here I am.
Sure. Okay. Again, I asked this question earlier. Being a relatively new company, where do you see the company moving on to? In terms of product and yeah.
This is not easy to say. Actually, we started in the professional market. We do monitor speakers for professional recording and mastering studios. This is where we actually have our main customers. And this market is a little bit slow and going down because this is a big investment and people have to make money out of the speakers. Then we decided, well, let's have a look to the hi-fi people. Why should private people not use the same kind of listening tools as the professional people do? And this is what we actually are going for at the moment.
Sure. Okay. In your view, it might be a tough question, but in your view, what do you think sets your speakers apart from, I see more and more speakers in the same price range here at CES. What do you think sets your speakers apart?
I think our skill is to build a speaker to the end. So we are not buying components and add components together somehow, hire an engineer and say, could you please design a crossover? We are trying to get the maximum out of what is possible today without using FER filters or electronic or room corrections. There is a lot of power in the enclosure, in the speaker, in the cable, in the shape, all of this. And when you do it correct, you can create a very authentic speaker system.
Sure.
This is what we are focusing on.
Okay. Now, coming from a professional area first, do you offer powered or active speakers?
We only build active-driven speakers, so the amplification is actually inbuilt in every speaker, in the reference line, but also in the lower lines.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Berthold. Okay.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.